And we got some music, I think, somewhere.
There it is.
There it is. We're live. Hell in my head tonight.
A little different.
Yeah, I like it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Skip Happens. Thank you for coming on board tonight and hanging out with us. And we've got another reason why country music is so awesome. First of all, right down there is Deb Lamphere. She is the president and founder of the official Country Music Fan Club. And right over there is the young lady. You got it right. Not me. Yeah, there you go. Right over there is the young lady we're going to be chatting with tonight. Like I said, it's another reason that country is so awesome because of the new and upcoming artist. Stumbling over my words. But I want y'all to say hi to VictoriaRose. Hello, Victoria. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Cold. We're in the Northeast, so it's you are where? Where are you right now?
I'm in Orlando.
Lucky.
Not fair. Not fair.
She could probably be doing this from her back porch. I'm just saying.
I probably could. It's honestly pretty warm outside.
Yeah. Well, Deb and I would gladly trade places right now.
We should have just went over to her house to do the interview tonight.
Yeah, that'd be a short drive. It may take us 24 hours to get there, but yeah, well, here we are, VictoriaRose, and like I said, it's another reason that country music is so awesome. The new and up and coming artist, and of course, again, welcome. I know from here to there in Orlando, and tell Deb and I a little bit about you.
So I am 16, and I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, so I do understand the cold. But I started music when I was, well, it's a little bit of a long story, kind of. So I've always been singing. My mom has always been singing since I was little, and I've always listened to country music because we used to live on the river. So we always listen to country music, and then like from then on, I started taking ukulele lessons, piano, and guitar. And basically, since I started taking these lessons, I kind of got obsessed with music. And so I took any chance that I could get from choirs and doing a band at Hard Rock Cafe in Pittsburgh and singing the national anthem at different places. Then it drove me down to Florida to really pursue my music career, where I now work with DME Orlando and with Brooke at ABC Relations.
That is very cool. Before, I know Deb's got a lot to ask you, but how do you say the river that you lived on? I'm looking at it here in your bio, and it's like
I know. We couldn't even attempt to pronounce that.
Yeah, it's called the Monongahela River.
The Monongahela.
Yes.
Monongahela. Is that right? Never heard of it.
We're going to have to rehearse that one a few times.
That's all we're going to, that's the only time we're going to say it.
I would be able to say it once during this. You're right. And then once we were off the air, I'd probably never be able to say it again.
No, never. I just saw it here in the bio and I had to ask.
That's funny. So starting, 16. So you started out so young. And I have to ask, I think in your bio, it said you were 12 years old when you were in this band at the Hard Rock.
Yes.
And so how does a 12-year-old get invited into a band?
So where I used to take ukulele and guitar lessons, and I also used to take vocal lessons there also, they did a program called Rock You. So they would take different kids that took lessons there that played different instruments, and you got basically put in the group together. So I played guitar and I sang, and then there was two other boys in the band with me. One played bass, one also played lead guitar, and then our teacher played the drums with us. And so what would happen is they did it over 2 days in Hard Rock Cafe, and you just got to perform. I think I performed 3 songs, and it was all, I think, basically all rock songs from what I can remember.
So probably getting up on that stage with a band, I would imagine you were bitten by the bug of having to get up there and sing in front of a live audience with a band.
Yeah, I think that was my first time performing with a band. I think from before that, I was just always doing like stuff by myself. So it was definitely weird performing with a bunch of different people.
Unbelievable.
When you say it was weird, just because Like it was the first time, and were you nervous, or because it just, if you mess up or the band mess up?
Yeah, I think it was really nerves because like with me, like if I'm playing the guitar and like I mess up, like I can do like a cover from that. But then it's like you mess up the timing or like you slightly go off, like do the wrong chord in the guitar, it can mess everyone else up. So it gets very nerve-wracking.
I guess I don't think of those things.
I know, really. You said it was a rock band?
Yes.
And so what songs were you singing?
We did Don't Stop Believing.
Great Journey.
We did a Nirvana song. I can't remember which one it was.
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
I think it was that one. Yeah, I think it was that one.
Look at you on the ball.
And we did one more, but I can't remember what it was.
Wow.
That's a great way to start off your experience at such a young age.
Yes,
yeah.
Seriously.
But after that, you know, being as young as you were and having this interest, of course, as a parent, we would think this is a phase. You know, our kids just love singing, love performing. You were in high school performances, right? You were in the high school band, high school plays, musicals, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So parents definitely would support their kids doing that. But you had to convince. What did you do to convince your parents? Again, you're only 16, so you had to be 12, 13, 14 years old and convince them this is a career path that you want to take.
Yeah, it was, I mean, so it was, I don't know if it took a lot of convincing. They were always supporting me no matter what, but I feel like my mom and dad are kind of completely different people, two different people. My dad is more of an optimistic person. My mom's a realist. So my dad's like, yes, go for it. We'll always have you have your back. My mom's like, yes, I have your back, but you need a backup plan. So it was kind of like they knew I loved music, but I don't think they realized how serious I was going to take it. And so really once I got into high school, because I was like, I think it was once the end of 8th grade, actually, they realized how serious I was with it because that's really all I was doing. And so once I got into high school and we moved down to Florida, I was like, this is what I want to do. And so they were all for it and they're still supporting me, but they're definitely like, my mom especially is like, you need a backup plan. Like that's really what it is.
I think that's the job of a mom, to be protective like that, to make sure you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
What is your backup plan?
So I like to say I have multiple backup plans. My first backup plan is just to be a songwriter, just kind of like write songs behind the scenes and write them for other people. My second, I have multiple backup plans. My second backup plan is me teaching music.
Okay.
Which I don't know how well that will actually go over if I have to do that because I don't have patience. So I really don't know if that would work. But it involves music, so I'm willing to try if I have to. And then my last backup plan that's like really at the bottom is getting a business degree and working with my dad.
And he has what type of business again?
So right now they're in a trucking company, but they're also going to open up some sort of car thing with my brother. I'm not a car person. I literally have no idea.
So something tells me you're going to be in the performing industry. I don't think you're going to have to go to backup plan number 4.
I hope
right?
Not.
Not at all. So I read that you were a little bit shy, I think, somewhere. And I have to say that you definitely are not shy. So that's great because I don't know how shy people can actually be performers. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's taken me a while to get warmed up to not being shy because I don't know why. I've just always been like, oh yeah, like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say with new people. But like with you guys, like you guys are just so fun and outgoing. I feel like very comfortable right now. And it's also kind of weird because I'm shy when talking to people and I absolutely hate public speaking. I hate it so much. But then when I get on stage, it's like people tell me I'm a completely different person. Like I don't care at all. And I'm just like, I'll sing my heart out. And no matter what, I don't think I've ever frozen on stage before, even if I'm like super nervous.
Isn't that funny, Skip? We've had some people say that they'll get on stage and they just get into a different element.
Well, and it's so true because I know exactly where Victoria is coming from doing what I do. I'm very shy. And yes, I am.
Okay.
But Well, we just know each other a little bit.
I know. Yeah, I know.
If I don't know the person, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to act sometimes. I don't know. I'm very quiet and very laid back. But you get me up on stage, and Deb, you've seen me on stage.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a whole different ball game. It's like, wow. All right, everybody, let's, then you get into it. And it's probably along the same lines, exactly, I guess, what Victoria is talking about. So
yeah,
you're two different people.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get up there, you're in your world, and it's so cool.
Yeah.
And the adrenaline is going.
Yeah.
So you moved to Florida. So how did you find a way to pursue a career in country music being in Florida?
So, I mean, when I first moved down here, I was in a music conservatory program with my high school, and it was all classical based, which I think has helped me a lot because I feel like classical is like the base for really everything with music. So I learned a lot. But then my one friend, she worked with DME Orlando, so I got introduced to them. And since I've always like been into country music since I was very little, they were asking, okay, like, what genre are you thinking? I'm like, country. And they're like, okay. And then like, luckily they know a lot of people, and they know a lot of people in country. And so it's kind of, there's also, I didn't realize how many, there are actually a lot of little spots down here that love country music, which I didn't really realize that, because usually like in the heart center of Orlando, it's not usually very country, but there are little spots that like people love it, and they love it so much. And so I'm just happy that there are those spots here that can really help me.
How far are you from Disney?
10 minutes.
Jealous. It's our favorite hot spot. It's been our family vacation forever. So you must have a season pass.
Yeah. Yes. Fortunately, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You what? You're jealous.
I'm jealous.
I know. So when we go to her house for coffee and we do another interview, we're going to have to take a little road trip over to Disney. That's all.
When we take the podcast on the road.
On the road. There you go.
It's a great idea,
So,
as a matter of fact.
I'm just surprised that, sorry, I think you were going to say something, but
Who, me?
did I cut
No,
you?
I probably cut you off. That's what I do all the time.
Do you perform a lot in the Orlando area? How is everything there with the capacity issues?
Not a lot recently. So when I first started really doing a lot of stuff with my career, it was like as soon as COVID shut everything down. So what I was doing to kind of help myself with some just performing exposure, what I was doing was driveway concerts in my neighborhood. So I would just pull my stuff out into my driveway, and all the neighbors would come and watch me. I did that, I think, 3 times. And then I performed at Yellow Dog, which is like a little bar and restaurant, twice. So I was able to get that. But then the one time after we performed, basically after that, they weren't allowing any more performances because things were getting too packed. Mm-hmm. And also I did some release parties for 2 of my singles, fortunately, and we had to limit capacity with that. So it's kind of like I've done what I've could, but then also my dad is very germophobic, so I am very limited about places I'm allowed to go. So yeah.
Okay, though. That's okay.
Yeah.
You'll be able to do that soon enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with the this whole pandemic thing, and you being the age that you are, still in high school, mm-hmm. doing all this, I think you're okay. It's not like you were depending on, I need this income to pay my bills. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the money's nice being able, obviously you live at home. You can put some of the money away, but it's not like it's a necessity right now where mm-hmm. so many other artists that Deb and I have talked to, I mean, that's their bread and butter, and mm-hmm. it got shut right off. So, it makes it hard.
So during this whole quarantine process, you've been very limited on what you can do on the outside or perform live.
Yeah.
Have you been able to perform a lot via your social media streams?
I've done some virtual festivals, and I'm trying to get more into doing more lives on my Instagram, because I've done a couple of them before and I've had a lot of fun doing them. But I just kind of figure out how to do them more, because I get busy with school, and so I got to figure out how to do that also. But yeah, I'm trying to get more and do more like stuff on my Instagram with performing.
I forgot about school.
It's got to be pretty tough trying to juggle it all. I don't know. Are you remote learning, or are you actually going to school every day?
I'm doing it at home.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't sure how it was in Florida. I know here in New York, it's kind of a little bit of both, to be honest with you. So
yeah, I mean, my school, you can do it like multiple ways. Like you can go fully in person, or you can do like they call it hybrid. So you do like one day you're in person, next day you're online, and then you can just do completely online. So being with my music and then my dad being very germophobic, I am fully online.
I love how she keeps saying dad is germophobic. So you guys are definitely going to be COVID safe for quite some time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like your dad. So I'm the same way here. Being very careful. Don't want to leave the house. Got to be careful what we do, where we go.
Yeah.
You know, so
until we get our vaccines anyways, right?
Yeah, I guess. One
of these days. We're way down on the list. It'll be a little while yet.
Yeah, we're just podcast people.
So tell us a little bit about your singles that you have out now. I see that you're a songwriter.
Yes.
And you co-wrote all of these songs that you have out right now. So did you realize that when you started getting into music that you wanted to songwrite as well? Or did that just kind of happen, you know?
So I like to say that I've been writing songs since 5th grade. They obviously were not good songs. They were kind of just like all over the place. But I've always kind of just been writing. And then I didn't start taking my writing seriously until last year is when I really started like, hey, I want to write actual songs and put them out there. So then when I started working with DME, that's how they really helped me with my writing. Because I've always wrote, but they're kind of like, I've had a hard time getting into like the descriptive areas of songs. I can get the emotions, but like trying to create a picture in someone's head about the song, I've kind of struggled with. So they've always helped me with that when I start writing a song.
So what's kind of interesting to me anyway, when we talk to artists and they say they're a songwriter, we just figure, they have an idea, they're inspired, they write it and whip out a song. Not thinking that there actually are areas that you could struggle with when you are writing. And it's a learning process for you as well, because you are young.
I was going to say, at 16, it's probably, you're very limited. I mean, you haven't experienced a lot yet.
Yeah.
A lot to come that you're going to be able to write about, but still at your age. So it's got to make that whole writing process a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. And I mean, what I try to do is I try to like take, if I'm watching like a TV show or like I know someone, I kind of like think of like their story. Like my first 2 singles, Digging Your Own Grave and Yours, were not personal experiences at all. I kind of just like took a story and I kind of just like wrote it into a song. And then again, my team helped me get it more into an actual story so people can really picture it.
So when you're writing your song, do you actually have the music in your head of how you'd like that to go? Or does your team have more of a strength in that area?
It's a little bit of both depending on the song. I know, so for all the songs that I've released, I've started off with like the melody and like the chords. Like no matter what, if I'm writing a song, I always have some sort of melody and I'm always using my guitar or my piano when I'm writing it. So I have the music part of it. But then like also there might be like, I have like a chorus and a verse done, but I don't have like the bridge. So like with Yours, the bridge, we wrote all together as a team. And so Mike, my producer, came up with the melody for that part.
Is your whole team, your co-writers all in Orlando, or are you Zooming?
They're all in Orlando.
Right, that works out well.
Does you make them stay out in the yard?
They have to take a COVID test probably before they come in the house.
I'm waiting for your father to come through the door any minute.
So actually, where are you co-writing? Do you have a place that you head out to?
Yes. So my team at DME, they have a little place that's about 25 minutes away from me, and they have a whole studio. They have a vocal booth. They have a whole mixing area. They also have like a little performance area with like a little, like a smaller stage to help. Like if you have a performance coming up, you can practice there and really prepare for everything. So that's where I usually go when I'm doing all that kind of stuff.
Wow, that's nice to have that close by like that.
Yeah.
It's cool. Do you ever get the opportunity to do something at Disney World? See
I mean, I would love to, but not. I haven't gotten an opportunity yet, or I haven't seen any opportunities. But I would love to do something like perform at maybe like a Disney Springs or something. But
yes. Oh, I forgot all about Disney Springs. It's that whole other area. Walk down. I've been there a few times. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, they have a stage there, don't they? Where people come in. Oh, that would be nice. Well, we may go down there in May, so maybe by then they'll have some live performances and they can sneak you in there at all.
Yes, I would love that.
Do you get down to Nashville or over to where are you? You have to go up to Nashville, I guess, right?
Yeah.
The west a little bit, but yes.
Yeah.
I have not been to Nashville yet. We had a plan to go up and then COVID happened. So we're hoping to get up there in the fall, maybe summer. But yeah, I've never been up to Nashville yet.
Well, some things to look forward to.
So what are your are you a senior?
I'm a sophomore.
So holy cow, you got 4 years to go. But what about all your friends? I mean, you must have some BFFs that you hang out with, and what do they think about what you do and what your aspirations are to, to be a country artist? And they think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, so I have a pretty small group of friends because, like I said, I'm shy. I'm not a very social person, so I like my little group of people. And so my one friend, Sophia, I think we've been best friends for 11 years. And so she was like, she's never told me like her actual thoughts if she thought I was crazy or not for doing this, but she's always supported me. But then I know one of my other friends, he was like, his mom was always telling him like, oh yeah, I do music, whatever. And then like he thought, okay, like whatever, she sings, okay. And then one time they came over our house and my dad made me play for everyone. And he's like, started talking one night. He's like, yeah, he goes, he goes, until you started singing, he goes, I thought you were just like, okay, yeah, it's a hobby. And he goes, it's like not a hobby at all. So a lot of my friends were very surprised, but they're all very supportive of everything.
Are they aware that you've actually put some singles out or that you've recorded a couple of tunes?
Yes, and I make sure to tell them that. I'm like, you better put this out there on your social media. Like you're my best friends, you better help me here.
I gotta say, I love your attitude, and I love how you know what you want in life right now at your young age. You know what you want, and you're reaching for it, and you've got to do that. That's why I was asking about your friends, whether or not they support you, and are they aware that you've actually put out a couple of singles or you've recorded a couple of tunes? That's so very important, and your whole concept and your whole idea is just it's good. I've been there, I've seen it happen. I'm on the other end of my career. You're just starting out, and Deb has seen it. Deb and I have been together, best friends for probably 10 to 12 years now, if not more. So, and we've been to Nashville. We've done a lot of work in Nashville. We attend meetings in Nashville, and to see these artists, some artists, you can look at them right away. Like we're looking at you and we're listening to you, and I hear a star in the making. All right. Seriously. Yes. But then there's other art. I mean, and I'm not disrespecting anybody, and I'm not going to say names, but there's other artists that you talk to and it's like, all right, this person needs a little bit of work. This person needs to understand that it's not going to happen like that, or it's not going to happen like this. I think you're ready to accept whatever's going to happen, and you know what you want. So I don't know.
And you know what? And with you being so young and you have a lot of energy, it kind of reminds me of some Taylor Swift, because she started so young and then she popped out into the industry. She was like 17. So what's great is you have that energy to do that, and you have that passion and you have that desire. So you do know where you want to go. So of course you'll have to finish high school first.
Yes.
And then you
right there.
That's a mom talking.
Come on, you gotta go. No,
and if you do get to go to Nashville, you could hit Belmont and go to college there while you're pursuing your career, which a lot of artists have done that as well.
Yeah, we've spoken a lot of those that have been out of, gone through Belmont. So,
and that's an awesome place. So you did mention earlier that you would love to play one of your singles from your
I'd love to hear
releases there. So we'd love to hear it if you'd love to play.
I would love to do that. So
oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you can go. I was going to introduce the song.
And I was just going to try to get you before you did that, because I want people that are our viewers and our listeners to make sure you can see the website there on your screen, VictoriaRosemusic.com. Go to the website. We were talking before we clicked the mics on. She said everything that you need to know about her is at the website. You want to find out her socials or anything like that, it's all right there. You want to hear the music, it's all right there. So, all right. That's all I was going to say.
So this song is my latest single, I Don't Miss You, and I wrote this song about, well, I thought I was missing a friend very much, but I realized I was just missing the memories of her. So here's the little song I wrote about it with my team.
Okay. Victoria Rose.
I'm still looking back, thinking about you and what we had. I'm trying to miss you. I'm trying to want you back, but I can't. I think I moved on from the past, and I know that I don't miss you, but I hope you do. I hope you realize everything you put me through. I hope you miss all the little things that I did for you. Well, I know you do, but I don't miss you. You told me I did you wrong, trying to make me feel bad, try to get me back, but I don't miss you, but I hope that I hope you realize everything you put me through. I hope you miss all the little things that I did for you. Well, I know you do, but I don't miss you. The snow fell hard that night. I finally realized it was over. You turned and walked away. You never looked back. And now I know that I don't miss you, but you wanted me to. You were the one who quit, but you won't ever admit it. I don't miss you, and that is the truth. I bet you miss everything that I did for you. But I don't miss you.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That sounded fantastic. I love listening to the artist with just their guitar, and your voice was amazing.
Thank you.
It sounded awesome. I love it because sometimes there's technology that helps the voice of the artist when they're performing live, and you certainly do not need any of that.
Oh, thank you.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Let me ask you, if there is one female artist that you could just sit down and have a conversation about music with, who would that be?
Dolly Parton, for sure.
Bam.
Great choice.
Yes. Yeah. And why Dolly?
So I've always grown up listening to her music, love her music so much. And I just like, from like watching her perform, watching like interviews and everything, I just like, I love her like as a person. Like she just has a great attitude. She's so funny. I've seen when she does like sarcastic comments. I love it. And I don't know, I just think it would just be so cool just to sit down and just like talk with her.
That's awesome. That was a great choice. That is awesome.
I agree. She is one of those people that has so much knowledge in so many different areas, you know, being a businesswoman, a female country artist, multi-award winner, a legend, and all of that. And she is truly an inspiration to so many lives. And I really, truly feel that if she did sit down with, say, yourself being so young, or someone even who maybe might be on the other end of their career, she would have something positive to say about every single aspect of life. Like she's just one of those people.
Yeah.
So,
no doubt. No doubt.
Let's invite her over.
I'll get her on the phone. Yeah.
Let's have some coffee.
Yeah. You know what? Now Dolly's over for a cup of coffee. Let's go in a Skip Happens month. We're good.
You never know. You never know.
You never know. But definitely good stuff. And that's interesting. I think it's so cool that you picked Dolly to be that person. That's
I was going to ask who's one of your inspirations, and there you go.
Yeah, Dolly Parton is probably my biggest inspirations.
Who else is on that list?
Carrie Underwood, for sure.
I thought you might say Carrie just because of the age difference. And, you know, I mean, I can see Carrie in you. You're still unique. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, but I could understand that. Okay.
Zac Brown Band. I've always been the Zac Brown Band because my dad, and I love their music. I think my last one probably be Little Big Town.
Oh, good choices.
Yeah.
Very, very good choices.
What was the last concert you went to? Country concert.
I've never been to a country concert before.
Oh, that's right. You've been in a pandemic for a year now. So
yeah, I've only been to 2 concerts, I think. And it was Pink and I've been to 3 concerts. Pink, Panic at the Disco, and then Queen with Adam Lambert. Those are the ones I've been to.
Queen.
Isn't that funny? I just watched Bohemian Rhapsody this weekend twice in a row. It was on TV. And I just loved it so much, I had to watch it twice.
Yes, I watched that. It was so good.
That is excellent, excellent. So, so what's next on your agenda? So you have these 3 singles. Are you creating an album or an EP?
Right now, we don't really have. Right now, we're just releasing singles. That may change in the future, but like right now, we have my next single comes out on March 26th. And we have a whole bunch of singles in the work. I think we're working on like 3 or 4 songs right now. So we're just going to keep putting them out there and then hopefully eventually do an EP soon or an album. Don't know yet.
How exciting.
I can't wait to hear the whole project. You know, when you get it all together and get the EP together and get it out there, I'd love to hear that. That's and I'm always a sucker for new music. So new artist. It's good stuff.
So are you actually pursuing going to various radio stations via virtual communication somehow? How are you getting?
Sure.
Yeah. So
Brooke at ABC Relations, she is helping me with all of this. She is helping me get interviews and podcasts, and I've got an interview. I did an interview, I think it was last week, with a radio station. So I think it was an international radio station. It was my first one. So I was very nervous, but very excited about that one. But yeah, Brooke has helped me a lot, get a lot of opportunities, and I'm very thankful for that.
Because we have to start spreading the word about you because you are going to be there.
Some podcast friends as well that do the radio thing, and I'll definitely pass your name along, and I can get a contact and we can get you hooked up there. I know there's some stations in the Midwest, and I have some friends that do a podcast as well with the artist. So
thank you. That would be awesome.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and you deserve to be heard.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
And speaking of being heard,
yes,
is there another one? Can we hear another song?
Yes, I can play my second single, Yours. I can play that one.
Sounds good.
Okay.
VictoriaRose.
How can I find out what you truly think about me? I know we talk every day, but I wanna know all of you straight away. We're always laughing, always texting, always hanging out. Please tell me what I'm missing. I wanna be the one that you call in the morning when you're still yawning. I wanna be the one you only get that smile to, even when I'm not around you. I wanna be yours. What was that I heard you talk about? Hope it's me. Did you say her eyes are blue? I changed them to any color for you. We're always laughing, always texting, always hanging out. Please tell me what I'm missing. I wanna be the one that you call in the morning when you're still yawning. I wanna be the one you only give that smile to, even when I'm not around you. I wanna be. If I was yours, I'd wear your 23 jersey. If I was yours, I'd always be your biggest fan. If I was yours, I'd let you kiss me in the backseat. If I was yours, I'd never want the night to end. I wanna be the one that you call in the morning when you're still yawning. I wanna be the one you only get that smile to, even when I'm not around you. And you could be the one to hold me tight, but I need someone to make it right. I wanna be yours every night, every morning, every day. I wanna be yours.
Wow.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Why have I not gotten my hands on that yet? I mean, I realize it's not the current single, but that is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. But you're too young to be writing songs like that.
So how do you not do your, I would imagine that there's got to be times you don't want to do your schoolwork. You just want to go do music.
Oh, it happens so much. I've had to get myself on a strict schedule because like I'll be sitting there like doing like my history homework. I'll be like, I don't want to sit here. I want to go play my guitar, but I'm like, I have a due date. I need to turn this in by. So I have a strict schedule now, and I'm not allowed to procrastinate. Like I try to make sure I get everything done on time.
That is awesome.
I would imagine if I want to get something done at work or if I have a project, I literally have to take my phone and stuff it in a drawer or shut it off or something. You probably have to not have your guitar next to you.
That's why you don't answer my text.
That does happen sometimes, yes.
Thank you, Deborah.
So, but seriously, do you have to not have your instruments near you in order for you to concentrate?
Yeah, I was sitting in English class today, and my guitar was out because I had to do something this morning with it, and it was sitting there. So I'm just over here, just like doing this. And I'm like, I'm not paying attention. I have to go put it down.
See, the online learning, I'm telling you, I've heard some really funny stories about, I have some teacher friends and what they go through with their kids with the online learning. So, you know, you're one of those stories.
Oh no, you've been added to that group.
You're added to the group, but yours is a little bit more productive than some of the stories I've heard. Trust me.
I'd be shutting my camera off and muting my mic and just kind of like, yep, just let them know you're there. But you know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I know. I'm a bad influence. I get it. But,
you're gonna do great. It's been a pleasure to have you on this evening. It's really been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Don't be a stranger. And thank you for doing this for Deb and I. And you tell Brooke, thank you very much. Just your voice is phenomenal.
Thank you.
And for, like I mentioned a few minutes ago in the beginning of the podcast, you're at a good age for this. All right. You are at the other end. You've got a long ways to go. And if you're like this now at the age of 16, wait till you're 26.
Yep.
You're going to be kicking some butt.
You really are.
Deb and I will be at your show with our walkers going, wait
a second. Now speak for yourself.
No, I'm just, you know what I mean?
I know.
Very exciting. Very exciting. And
have you been out to New York at all for anything? I know you said you're from the Pittsburgh area, but do you head out this way?
I've been to
not when there's a quarantine.
Yeah, I've been to New York one time, and we went for, I think it was 4 days, and basically all me and my mom did was go see Broadway shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you went to the city. You didn't go to upstate New York at all. You haven't been up through Syracuse or Buffalo or Niagara Falls, Buffalo, Syracuse, Albany.
I'm kind of going back up to New York, but then again, it just never happened yet.
Well, anytime
we'll get you here.
Anytime you got plans to do this or whatever, you let us know. Plus, I'd love to get you into the radio station, do a little bit of a interview there as well. So if you do come to the area, we'll make it work.
Yeah. So one of the things we love to put together is when the artist passes through town, we'll put a showcase together and we'll go to a venue and we'll fill the room and you'll be able to perform, meet all kinds of new fans. And our fans love having new country artists come their way.
That sounds so amazing. I would love to do that.
So
you friend. I've got a lot. So all together and we have a good time.
Can we share? Can we share, please?
We can.
Okay. Thanks. So, well, thank you, Victoria, so much. Go ahead, Skip.
No, you can take it out.
Oh, no. I was just saying thank you. It's been a pleasure to have you this evening. We look really forward to having you on again in the future, especially when you have some more new music coming out. And your all of your music, your information, everything is at your website, VictoriaRosemusic.com. Yep. Follow her on Facebook, Instagram. What are you on these? Are you on TikTok? Are you doing that whole?
Yeah, I'm on everything. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And it's all on music.
TikTok's the way to go.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
It is. We haven't been on it yet. I'm afraid to.
I'm learning right now.
Are you really?
Yes. We'll talk about that later.
Okay. Oh, I'm afraid to know.
I get that. But no, it's great. VictoriaRosemusic.com. Obviously, as you can see on your screen, there's the website. Make sure you check out her Facebook pages, all her socials, as Deb said, and also the Country Music Fan Club, the official CMFC.
CMFC on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. Skip your YouTube channel. Join the YouTube channel and.
We're all right there. All right. Thank you, everybody. And VictoriaRose, Victoria, you're awesome. Say hi to Dad for me. And how many masks does your dad have? If he's
it's outrageous. Usually our garage is just filled with hand sanitizer and masks and wipes and Lysol. It's absolutely filled. It's
I love it. Think about this. Where we used to hang our hats, we're hanging masks.
That's right.
Not just one. There's probably everybody in my son, my wife, and I all have our own little hook. And on each hook, there's probably a dozen masks, all different colors and designs and all that crazy stuff. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Yeah.
I'm giving my wife a mask for Valentine's Day.
She could be watching. You just gave it away.
She would kill me if I did that. Victoria Rose, you're awesome, girl. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
You stay right there. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Deb, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.